Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is our last day of this series. And of course, we're just going to get our stretch on. This isn't going to be like yin. We're going to move, but we're definitely going to have a focus on stretching. We're going to start this one in Shavasana, everyone's favorite, right? So go ahead and meet me on your mat in your most beautiful Shavasana. Legs out long. Tucking those shoulder blades, palms face up. You are happy with yourself. Talking positivity. Maybe saying thank you for showing up here. Beginning to bring that awareness to the breath, to the body, and to the current moment. Allowing the body some time to relax intentionally. We're just going to take 3 rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, we're going to walk the upper body over towards the right. You can take your arms up and overhead. And then we'll start to walk the lower body, legs towards the right. Beautiful left side body stretch here. Coming back to the breath. We'll take 3 rounds here. Beautiful job. Slowly we'll walk the upper body first back to the midline. And then we'll bring the legs. And then we'll walk the upper body over towards the left side. And then move the legs over. Oh, yes. Beautiful, beautiful stretch here. Coming back to that breath, and we'll take 3 rounds. And on that inhale, we'll come back to center. And we're going to hug in the right leg. If it feels good, you can extend it up. Interlace the hands behind that right thigh. Maybe add a little bit of gentle pressure here. Should feel nice on that low back. Flexing those right toes towards your face. Maybe playing with straightening that leg, seeing how it feels. And then we're going to open up this leg to the right. Left hand on left hip to make sure that it stays grounded. And we're going to take it all the way across the body, but we're going to leave the hips square. So we're not coming into like a supine or a recline twist. We're just stretching along that right outer IT band here. Coming back to the breath. Beautiful. Back to center. Hug it in. And then we'll send it out long. Hugging the left knee into the body. If it feels good, you can extend that leg and interlace the hands behind that thigh. Flexing the feet towards your face and just giving a little bit of a stretch here. Oh, yeah, feeling into that low back. We did a lot of work there yesterday. Maybe playing with straightening that leg and how that. And then taking the leg and opening it up towards the left. Right hand, right hip. Making sure it stays down on the mat. And we're going to take this leg all the way across towards the right. Staying square in those hips though, just getting this left IT bend. You're going to notice one side's tighter than the other. My left side is always so much tighter here. It's okay. Just taking notice of the body, being aware of what we can and can't do is important. Being aware of what we need to work on and stretch deeper. Beautiful. Come back to center. Hug that knee in. Big hug here. And send it out long. Whew, beautiful. We're going to come into a seated figure 4 stretch. So go ahead. Prop yourself up here. We're going to start with this right ankle under the left knee. Flex through that right foot. And then pull the left foot in and maybe walking the hands closer towards the body to deepen our stretch here. Coming back to the breath. Nice steady inhales and exhales here. And we're going to be kind of fancy here. We're going to come into cow legs, left leg on the bottom. So we're just going to swing around. And so this right on top and cow legs. So the journey towards getting the knees to stack. Not going to be possible for everybody. We're just going to give it our best shot and stretch these hips out. If it feels good, you can bring your hands to your feet. And if you'd like, you can take a fold here, folding over your legs. Just finding what feels good within the body and meeting yourself there. Coming back to the breath, of course. Imagining that breath going down, filling up that tight area and allowing it to release just a little bit. That's what we're here for. We'll take 3 more rounds of breath here. And we're going to do the twisty twizzle to get to the other side. So if you've never done this with me before, we have a lot of fun here on Yoga with Stephanie. We're going to lean the upper body forward. Hands are going to come. We're going to come up onto the toes. We're going to walk all the way around to the left, all the way around to the back, allowing the feet to pivot with us, coming all the way back around to the front. When we land here, we're going to have the right leg on the bottom, and now the left leg's on the top. We call this magic. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Finding your position. Once again, the journey to get the knees stacked. They may not be there, may not be accessible for you, but we're just coming here, we're giving it our best shot. Coming back to the breath. Imagining that breath filling up the tight areas. Allowing them to crack open just a little bit more. As always, there are never any shooting, stabbing, or sharp pains. It may be a slight discomfort. We should be aware of the difference. We'll take 3 more rounds of breath here. And we'll sit back just a little bit. We're going to come around to the opposite side. So we'll be in our figure 4 stretch with the left foot under our ankle under the right knee. So first thing is pulling that right leg in. And then if it feels good, you can walk your hands closer to deepen the stretch, making sure you have an active left foot here. Breathe in, puffing the chest up. Such a beautiful stretch. Very nice. Slowly we'll release. And we're going to walk the feet a little bit further forwards. And then we're going to windshield wiper these legs slowly. This is sort of like the hip mobility that we did the other day, except our legs aren't as wide. And that's okay. We're just wanting a little bit of release here through these hips. We're all going to come around and meet in an all fours. Somebody said the other day, why don't we ever meet anywhere other than down dog? So today we're meeting in all fours. I see you, I hear you, I respond. Making sure the hips are stacked over the knees, shoulders are over our wrists. We're just going to take some cat-cow, and I want you to match it up with your breath. So the inhale, we drop the belly, we lift the chest, and on the exhale, we round through the spine. After yesterday's work, this should feel divinely amazing on that back. So go ahead, match it up. Yoga means union, and here we are uniting the breath and the movement. So we're going to take 3 more rounds here. And when it feels good, we're threading the needle. So inhale, right arm up. Exhale, it comes through, coming onto that shoulder. And this left hand can go up and overhead, or you can try to find that right thigh. Now we're coming to the breath. One more round of breath. And we're going to release that left hand back to the mat and use it to press up. Right arm goes up and release. Inhale that left arm up and exhale, we thread it through the needle here. And this right hand can be out overhead, or you can try to find that left thigh. Whatever feels better for you. And here we come back to the breath. Take one more round here. And slowly release that right hand. Bringing it back to the mat, pushing it up. Left hand goes towards the ceiling. Oh, yes. Back into our all fours. Walking the hands forward, tucking the toes, coming in forward, down dog. Go ahead and pedal those feet out here, really getting a nice stretch through the legs. Steady in breaths and out breaths here. stillness is what you're calling for, go ahead and find some stillness. Go ahead and come up onto those tiptoes. Bring the gaze forward, and then we're going to tiptoe to the top of the mat. We're going to come into a forward fold on the tiptoes. Hands can be on the mat. We're not doing anything with the balance. We're just on the tiptoes, stretching deeper. Just seeing how this feels on the calves. How does this feel on your core? And release those heels to the mat. Opposite elbows, nice sway left to right. Inhale, we lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to peel ourselves up. And let's go ahead and inhale those arms up and overhead. And exhale them down through heart center. Beautiful. Down to come up. And heart center again. One more time. Down to come up. And meeting in our Tadasana, hands, prayer mudra. Happy yogis. We're going to take a big step and open up into our goddess pose. Bringing the hands down to the knees, dropping right shoulder, taking the gaze behind you. Inhale brings us up, left shoulder drops down, gaze goes behind you to the right. And again, right shoulder drops, look over left shoulder. Inhale, left shoulder drops, look over right shoulder. Beautiful. Release, coming back. Coming into our star pose here. So we're going to start with just big upper body circles, going down, around, and back up. And then we'll reverse the circle. You can bring your hands on your hips if that feels good. If you want more of a challenge, you can take them up and overhead. I promise it's going to make it way more challenging though. So let's go. Just playing with this mobility, playing with the side body. Oh yes, this always feels so good to me. Do this too fast, you may make yourself dizzy. So just slowly going. We're going to take one more this way, and then we're going to reverse it. So now we're going to go towards the left, over towards the right, and back up. Oh yes. This always feels so good in my inner thighs and my hips in general. All right, we're going to take one more here. And then we're all going to meet in our star pose. Hands up. Big, beautiful expansion here. Take up the space. Left hand, right foot, right hand up. We're stretching here. If you want to bring your right hand to that left thigh or trying to come that way, be my guest. Gaze is up. Breathe. Beautiful. Slowly, we're going to inhale to rise. Right hand, left foot. Maybe bringing that left hand to the right thigh. And coming back to the breath. Slowly we release and we come back up. Star. And right side Skandasana. Hands at heart center. Beautiful stretch here. And sit the booty back. We're coming in for side stretch again. So left hand grabs right ankle. Right hand up and overhead. Meeting yourself where you are. Come into the breath. Happy, positive thoughts. One more round of breath. And we slowly bring ourselves up, back to our Skandasana. We're coming left side, Skandasana. Yes, beautiful. And nice old plop back here, and side stretch. Right hand, left foot, or leg, left hand up and overhead. Beautiful side body stretch here. Gaze is up towards the ceiling. Chest is revolving towards the ceiling. We're going to take one more round of breath here before we rise back up, back to Skandasana. And let's go ahead and come back through our star pose, arms up and overhead. Take up the space, twinkle the fingers. Big step up, top of the mat. Whew, nice. Inhale the arms down to come back up, slicing through the sky. Half lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Lower down the knees, and then the chest and the chin. Roll through into our cobra. Everybody pushes back, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Step it forward. Lower down that back knee. Coming into our low lunge. You can come however you want. Hands up and overhead, heart center, or you can interlace them on the knee. Whatever feels good within your body is what we're coming for. And let's go ahead and twist to the right. Maybe bringing that right hand to that left thigh. If it feels good, you can sweep that left arm up and overhead. Beautiful. Back around to the front of the mat. Push back, half splits. And we're going to roll it forward. Plant the hands, tuck the toe, step back plank. Lower down the knees, the chest, the chin. Roll through cobra. We'll all meet in a downward dog. I probably say that a lot more than I would probably like to. Inhale, left leg up, 3-leg dog. Roll it forward, step it in between the hands, lower that back knee, and finding what feels good for you on this side. Bringing that big smile to your face. And let's go ahead and open up the twist to the left here. Maybe bringing this left hand to that right thigh. And if it feels good, you can take that right hand up and overhead. Not losing control of the breath here. And coming back around, framing the foot and pushing back half splits. Square hips, active left foot. Rolling forward, planting the hands, stepping it back into our plank. Okay, knees, chest, shin. You could take chaturanga up dog if you want. We're all going to meet in a child's pose. You could take wide-legged child's pose if that's what your body's calling for. We're just going to be here for 3 rounds of breath. And slowly walking the hands back. Coming through our kneeling position here. You're going to send the legs out long. Now, if you like to rock and roll, now's going to be your time before we do our core work. So let's just find this playtime, this happy, this fun, delightful time that we get for ourselves. Legs up. We're interlacing the hands. We're finding our Charlie's Angel or our Kali Mudra overhead. We got this 10 times. This is the last time that you'll do this in this series. It kind of makes me sad. Left leg lowers. Up, down, up. There's one. Up, down, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got this. 9. One more. Come on. Ah, yes. 10. Hug it. Hug those knees in. Coming in for a recline twist. Arms into a T. Lower the legs to the right. Gaze goes towards that left hand. Maybe bringing this right hand to the left knee if that feels good. We're going to be here for 5 rounds of breath, so enjoy this twisty time. On an inhale, we come back to center, and those legs drop over towards the left. Gaze goes towards the right hand. Maybe bringing that left hand to that right knee. And here we are. 5 breaths. And we allow an inhale to bring us back. Go ahead and send the legs out long. We're coming in for Shavasana. Tucking the shoulder blades, palms face up. You deserve this time. It's a great time to go through the gratitude, to be the observer of the thoughts and not let them consume you here. Beginning to deepen the breath, rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles. We're all rolling through fetal position, and we'll all meet in our comfy seat, hands at heart center. As always, it's an honor and a privilege to share my practice with you. Thank you for joining me, for having fun, and being open. Namaste. As always, I never want these series to end, but they do have to come to an end, and today we are here. I promise I won't get emotional here. We're all good. I'm going to create another one. Please comment. Let me know. What are you looking for next? Do y'all want more power? Do you want more calm? How can I serve you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me for this beautiful yoga challenge for 28 days. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat for what's next. Have a great rest of your day.